Hi, I'm Nikki, and I got a request to mess up a house. The request came from Moondust. Woo, sparkle, sparkle. And they are planning a series, which sounds fun, and we all know we love things with Reno. And they had already picked out this house and started working on it a bit before asking. And asking isn't a problem. I don't mind. I love messing up houses. And they got the house from another YouTuber. So we just got like a chain of YouTubers going right now. And that YouTuber is Rachel Ped. I had never seen any of her videos before, but the thumbnails of her builds are gorgeous. I'm going to link both of those two down in the doobly-doo description box. And when Moondust series comes out, if I post this before, I will link that first video in the end card. But I realized I've never told you how I mess up a house or how I go through and destroy things. So why don't we get vandalizing? First, I like to start with rugs, and I will start on the outside and work my way in, and I will go through the whole house and kind of sporadically place certain things. I will then go upstairs and do the same and continue until I have all the rugs done that I want. I then usually do the walls because we also have the cobwebs and the scratch marks. And I will start on the outside again, make my way through. And sometimes I will also do the plants on the side of the house and in the roof. If you've seen either of my Chaos Challenge or Amanda Plays Sims, the house I built for her Reno Challenge, you'll have seen the way I've done the plants. And now I should probably also link Amanda. Once I'm finished with that, I will grab the stuff from Debug, and I'm just going to start with my rugs here while I'm talking. I'm going to start this sentence again. Once I'm done with that, I will start with Debug and Live Edit. That is when I start trashing things with the actual trash. With the trash, I kind of get sporadic. I like to hide it under things that your Sims have to move. And I keep stopping what I'm saying because I'm starting to concentrate on building. This is why I don't build on camera. And I'm going to drive myself nuts. Where are the ones that I'm wanting? There we are. With these, if you want the color to really show up, you have to double and triple place them. Now, a lot of times I will leave the hallways without very much in it because the hallways are, in my challenges at least, not as necessary to have all dirty and gross. And I try to make sure I vary with the ones that are free to clean up for me and the ones that are ones you have to pay for. Because especially when you first start, that can be difficult to do. Like, so far, the only thing you'd have to pay for in here, for me, would be the crack in the floor. You'd have to pay to fix the crack and fix the floor. I still haven't done any walls, but that's the first thing you'd have to actually pay for in this room. I'm gonna try and do this with the lights intact. These are debug lights. Moon put these in place, and I don't want them to have to replace them because it seems like a pain. And I like to use this as mold because that's what it looks like to me. It's supposed to be a rock that's covered in moss. See a little bit of the rock there? But when it doesn't have any rock showing, it just looks like a fuzzy green mess. Also, when you're doing this, try to make sure you vary the sizes of different things. Otherwise, it gets very obviously staged. Which it is. It definitely is. But you want it to feel different. Oh, I need the walls up. I want to see where the room's in. There we go. Do it half up. I also really like using the Strangerville vines. I think they add sort of a mystical kind of takeover thing there in case they need some newspaper to read. Where is my gross food rug? There we go. Some yummy food for the kitchen. Try and make it look like this is centered here. Like you summon the hands. There we go. For the occult markings, I really like using the ones that get summoned in a haunted house because then they can actually clean them up. But that one was just a rug. Oh, the cauldron here definitely leaked. Has to have, right? Normally I like to cut holes in floors, but I don't know where I can find a space for it. Maybe just here in the landing. Because I know I want to do a hole here, I usually grab one of the walkover ones. I try and match it. Also, I want to draw. Thank you. And I make a shape. That is not the color. There we go. Oh, the roof. Where? Oh, I see. Why is it so big? Is there a reason? There doesn't seem to be. It can stay in the other room, I guess? No. Let's see if I can make sure. No, they clearly designed it so they didn't have that. Yeah, that's as close as I can get it. And this piece comes in? No, that one. There. Unnecessary roof taken care of. What? It left a wall. Roofs are weird. Oh no. What is it doing? Is it roof that's coming through here? Yes. Does it come out the front? It does. Move it back a little. Okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't changing anything. After you do the fence, now that I fixed the roof, you can just remove the floor from the inside of the fence. Ooh. It's in 2 rooms. And then, usually to make it cheaper, I will go and grab debug boards. So you're not earning money. They're like these. Really think I want a 1 right there. I'll have to wait till I go and debug. Mike, are you done? I'll have to wait until I go into debug. Alright, continuing to mess stuff up. So, when you shrink a window, it leaves the cutout of the window. Do I want to do that one, actually? I don't think I do. Let's make you tiny. There we go, and it's all hidden. And then I'm gonna jump around and just hide it with vines. So you can't see the little window from the outside. And some of the vines don't show up on the inside. Let's just bring them in. I also like, when I'm doing vines, make sure that I also grab the bramble ones, because it makes them look a little more attached and gross. I've done a little more of the floors, and now I'm going to move on to the walls with the plants and vines and things. There we go. Now that one leads all the way down. And I'm going to go in with the nice looking ones. Mix them in so they're not all dead. I don't want to make it too much. Not everyone needs their house to last forever. We need some cobwebs. And the fun thing about cobwebs is there's spiders in them. Yum, water stains. Make sure the windows are closed. Vampire is still king of the Waldy house. I will also put the cracks on the windows, and then I have to replace them. I do the same to doors. I also like layering these splotches. There we go. Nice and gross. Don't forget at least one or two mouse holes. Alright, moving on to debug. Everything's starting to look nice and gross. Definitely need some leftover bottles. Maybe a rose. A nice open book. I really like these ruined pieces of woodwork. Does seem like the house is crumbling a little. I like to place things like this and our wooden plank under the hole to make it believable. That one's not quite the right color. Nice bills left on the porch. Watering can for the plants. And I like leaving a clay blob that's already shaped. Let's go with our bunny. Where shall I stick? This should be stuck probably pretty early. You're gonna have a lot of trouble keeping fun up. Ooh, trash! Definitely need creepy dolls' heads. And who doesn't like cake left over and under the bed? I also like to use a little bit of the logic of if the window's open and the plants came in, there's definitely been animals nesting in here. There would be gross food. I like to also use the different dirt and sand mounds that you can actually dig into to block doors. Like that. I usually just pull them out and have them dig in them. And then they've done something. I tried not to give anything that would give you too much of a head start. So I'm not going to put down like a treasure unless there's a stipulation to get it. And these presents can't be opened. Nice rodent food. Random mouse trap. The occasional sword. The entire no, not the entire mother plant. She's a big girl. As you can see, I'm getting close to done. I've been going through, throwing trash in, hiding it up underneath things. That way it starts to stink and you have to hunt it down. I've been hiding surprises all over the place. Because I like doing that. I like you to find weird things in weird places. Or fun things. But I still need to go through and do probably some plants on the roof, at least on the porch. And then I'd pretty much be done. Maybe some more terrain paint. would be good. Like on the edges, mess it up a little bit. The house is now in Copperdale. And I'm gonna start placing plants. There are way more plants in Copperdale. And it's okay if they're clipping because I want them to look like they've kind of overtaken things. That's almost cute. Okay, I am done with all the plants. I also changed some roofs here and there. I like these ones where you can have the holes in the roof. I need to fix the terrain paint. Make this very light. No, I can do a little more. I'm just going around the edge of the path that's already here to make it look a little more messed up. There we go. Do I want it that way? Let's actually turn it the other way so it looks like it fell from there. I don't want to go through and show too much of the inside. I do have secrets placed around. And I don't want to give away too many of them. Surprises are fun. But there is another helpful thing. You can go to the gallery and type in debug usually. Aw. What are you doing? Try that. That's what I meant. Debug. There we go. You can go and type in debug, and people have made all sorts of collections of things in debug. So if you want landscaping pieces, climbing plants, there are a ton of these things in here, like the eco lifestyle. All of that is hidden. It's furniture you could use. I like that it's hidden somewhat. I think I'd prefer if it was an unlock thing, like the nifty knitting clothes. I'd like the clothes for that too. The ones you earn from careers and things. I'd like them to have a little lock, but you can see what they look like. So you know, hey, I really like that outfit. I'm gonna try this job to get it. And then maybe have a code to unlock it. But yeah, if you need debug, people have filled tons of things for it. So if you don't have build and buy, like you're on console, you don't have to worry about any achievements. Just grab it from the gallery. Some of the stuff is really fun. And that's about it for this. Check out Moondust's channel. This is coming after her asylum challenge. So I am going to go and watch all of her asylum challenge so I'm all caught up on the lore. So I'm ready to watch her find all of the fun things I put in this house. Plus, we know how much I love watching people suffer through fixing things I've messed up, including myself. Check out Moondust, check out Rachel Ped, and I have mentioned Amanda before. You can check her out. I've made buildings for Simmer Shona before. You can check her out too. Maybe I'll just eventually create a video where I list all of the people I know. Just call it name drop or something? I don't know. Anyway, bye-bye!